When did I know April was the one? So I'd have to say it was a little bit before Spofford, 2017. So that would be August 2017. I think knowing that I wanted to bring April to Camp Spofford, a family vacation that we've gone through to forever, was really big for me, just because there's so many family and friends at Spofford, and it was definitely around that time when I knew that I wanted to bring April. I was like, oh man, I'm bringing her up there. This is a big thing. I've never brought a girl to Spofford, and so I definitely say at that time that's when I knew that April was the one. That was in August, and then it wasn't until I want to say November of 2017 that April and I actually had a conversation at Cafe Sidley in Wilmington about marriage. Where do I begin? No, I would say she's always saying that I'm thinking of her, so I think that's kind of one thing that she would say, just thoughtfulness. She kind of makes it easy, but I'm always thinking about her and kind of putting myself in her shoes and thinking about what could be something that she would be thinking about, and just communicating that to each other. I think that's probably what she would say. First fight. I'm probably gonna get something in the bed. It's probably gonna be like food, or maybe I get like a little parcel of dust on my foot that tracks into the bed somehow. Probably something along those lines. So my favorite attribute of April is, I would have to say, her humility. It's actually a funny story. So Jess Foggy introduced us, and Jess and I were friends in New York City, and a bunch of us were on a road trip actually to somewhere out in Connecticut, and we were just all having a conversation. She asked me that question, but about my future wife, and I say humility. That was the number one trait, and it was amazing that she initially thought of April, and it makes so much sense now that I know April, just her humility and everything that she does, and the way that she approaches life and approaches her relationship with me. There's just so many aspects of her that demonstrate that quality, and hands down, that's my favorite trait of April. I'm gonna go with no comment. You can defer to April on that one. I would say just starting life together. There's so many things that we want to do together that we just haven't been able to do, just being kind of in the mid-distance category for the majority of our relationship. I would say, being able to go to church together, getting plugged in there, building just a community, making new friends in whatever community we're in, going on vacations together. I know we kind of do that already, but just being able to go together will be great. And I think getting a dog is going to be great as soon as we get married. Other than that, the list kind of goes on and on, but I think there's a lot of things she'll be good at. Let me think. So I would say number one, I'm not going to be good at cooking, so I hope that will be something she thrives in. I would also say, more on the serious note, I think forgiveness, communication in our relationship, just asking tough questions that just make me think in a lot of different areas of our life. Less serious would definitely say birthdays. She's on top of that. Organizing fun things to do, like weekend stuff. I know that she'll be great on that. And I think just putting God first in our relationship and holding me accountable in a lot of areas of my life. I think that's an area hands down that she'll thrive in. So, most attracted to you, I would say her smile. Even to this day, every time April smiles, it just gets me every time. I think on our first date, that was one thing that I remember the most. It was just how much she smiled, and like when she walks into the room, just how much joy she brings to the room and to the people around her and who she interacts with. That is without a doubt my favorite attribute of April's. I would say probably not putting on socks when I go to bed. I will not be doing that. I think she already kind of gets on me about biting my nails, so that might be something that continues. I would say eating in bed is definitely going to be something that comes up. I like to clean, so that shouldn't be a problem. I think maybe how much I talked to her about getting a dog. Yeah, that's about it. I think both of us will want her to be cooking dinner just because of the quality of the food. I think both of us will. Our schedule, we're just gonna have to figure that out. I think she's gonna be getting home late some nights. I'm probably gonna get home late some nights too. We'll just figure that out, and likely we'll both be cooking dinner. First of all, there's no way any other brother-in-law answered this question, so I don't know if it's some type of trap, but there's no way I'm giving an answer. I think the coolest thing I think about April's family is that I get along with all of the sisters and the brothers and the in-laws. I always tell April how cool it is that she gets along with all of her siblings and the people that they married. Like that's unheard of. And so I think that's so cool. I love all her sisters. They are so much fun. Mandy and Ruthie are just like so hilarious, and it's been so much fun getting to know them. Amber just makes me laugh a lot. And Autumn is just someone that I've gotten to know Autumn really well and know her through our, obviously our interactions and hanging out, but also through April and just how, supportive Autumn is of April in life and of our relationship. So cool, getting to know her. And lastly, Ashley, just someone that April looks up to so much. And it's her younger sister. It's so cool to see. And getting to know her as well, just, you don't really see such awesome people in a relationship or in a family. And I'm so thankful to have all of them as future sisters. Oh man, I think I definitely remember clear as day the first time that I met April's entire family, and it was when we went to a charity event, and it was March 10th, 2017, 17, and April took me to an event to meet her entire family, which was just crazy. And I say that's the most memorable because it was so cool to see April kind of in an atmosphere with her family and just seeing her interact, and then also kind of seeing all her siblings that she described. It was like such a cool way of meeting them, but also learning so much about April in just that small amount of time on that date when we went to that charity event. So I'd say that's probably one. Another one is probably when I took April to Spofford for the first time. I think that was just so cool for me. It was kind of like what that was for me going to the charity event. It's probably for her coming to Spofford. Just so many people that are close to me, being able to meet her, a place I grew up. Really cool to just be able to bring her to that. So I'd say those two. I took her also parasailing. That was so much fun. So I'd probably say those are the top three in my mind. Yeah, I think that's something that we're going to seek out on a daily basis. I think April and I talk about it quite a bit, that is, to us, the purpose of marriage is to come together and do together what we could not do on our own. And I think for Christ and His kingdom, and I think just a literal example is through our workplaces. Like that's going to be huge in encouraging us through our workplaces. Daring to ask questions and building community and talking to others about Christ, and I think just continually encouraging us in our faith in order to do that and spread the word in our workplaces and in other places. I think that's going to be one way, just to be that constant positive vibe that we come home to every day and that is in our life. So I think that's going to be the biggest way on a daily basis.